unit, that is semiconductor materials. Up to the part we have already discussed the conductivity of semiconductor in a different manner. As we know, the semiconducting material have been conducts in thermal as well as in electrical conduction when they should be used for various applications. We will revise thermal conductivity of semiconductor and then we can go for the further slides. The heat conduction occurs in two ways. The first method is nothing but by the electrons, and the second one is nothing but by the thermal vibration of atoms, that is nothing but the random thermal vibrations of all the atoms in a semiconductor may be regarded as the sum or total of the total vibrations of individual atoms, that is atoms in a pairs, which should be called as body as a whole. The higher the temperature, the greater are these vibrations, and according to that the thermal conductivity of semiconductor materials has been transferred from one atom to the another atom. But when an concentration of free electrons in the semiconductor material should be varies, the thermal conductivity due to the electrons also goes on varies with the direct proportional to the electrical conductivity, whereas the thermal conductivity due to the vibrations remains practically constant. According to the Weidmann-Franz law, metals is K divided by sigma is equal to AMT, where AM is a constant for all metals and the T it is nothing but the time parameter. As the law defines, the constant corresponding to the semiconductor and semiconducting materials are the thermal conductors, as considering the vibrations of that particular atoms or electrons to be concerned. Then the electrical conductivity of doped material. A semiconductor may be doped with donors and acceptors, in which case the density of one type of carriers predominates. Thus, in the presence of donor levels, the electrons are majority carriers, and in the presence of acceptor levels, holes are the majority carriers. The free carrier concentration given by the impurity atoms whose valence electrons have energy less than delta E than their energy in a free state. The valence band also always contains a certain number of holes. As we know, it may be shown that the electrons and holes concentrations are related in the concentration of either electrons or holes when no impurities are added and the delta E is equal to the forbidden energy gap. Means what? In doped materials, the semiconductor materials are having holes and electrons as a charge carriers in the material. The product of two concentrations doesn't depend upon the number of impurity atoms nor electron energies of such atoms. It always equal to the square of free electrons or the whole concentration of pure semiconductor at that temperature. Materials for fabrication of semiconductor devices. For the fabrication of different types of discrete and integrated type solid state devices, we have to make use of following two types of materials. The first one is nothing but the passive material, and the second one, that is nothing but the process material. Out of these, the passive materials are used to achieve isolation capacitance or resistance function, and the process materials are used for assisting in the manufacturing steps. The passive materials are used to achieve the isolation capacitance or resistance, whereas the process materials are used for assisting in manufacturing steps. The passive materials are the first one, that is nothing but the substrates. The substrate is used for deposition of thin film layer in the thin film and hybrid devices. Substrates can be of different types as follows. The first one, that is nothing but the plastic substrate, second one, that is nothing but the glass substrate, and the third one, that is nothing but the ceramic substrate. Plastic substrates are used only for thin film solar cells. As we know, we have already seen that solar cells or the PCB layers will be there, and that PCB layer, one green color formation will be there. That green color formation is nothing but the plastic substrates mounting on that plate. The glass or ceramic substrates are known as high temperature substrate, and they are used in other devices. These substrates are preferred for deposition of metals for contacts, resistors, and capacitors, for deposition of semiconductor materials. The substrates are to be used for deposition of contacts, resistors, and capacitors, and for deposition of semiconductor materials. The next part of that fabrication of semiconductor material is nothing but the metals. The fabrication of passive parts of integrated silicon and thin film circuits involves use of different metals. In order to avoid the deterioration of device characteristics, it is essential to ensure a high level of purity of these metals. Generally, these metals perform following functions. The metals are perform following functions in the semiconductor material. They act as a capacitor. They are used for resistors. They are used for external leads, used as a mechanical support, as a thermal heat dissipator, or it is used for the contacts between external leads and the individual function areas. The metals, it should be having the major part for the fabrication of semiconductor material, as their functions is to be defined as a capacitor, as a resistor, external lead, mechanical support, thermal dissipator, or it should be contacts between the external leads and the individual function areas. The next material which are generally used in that particular type of semiconducting material is nothing but the capacitance material. The capacitance material, as we know, in unit number 2 we have to be studied that capacitance material. Some of the important features of capacitance or capacitor elements are as follows. They should be having a high dielectric constants. They should have a pinhole free continuous layer. They should have a low loss factor at the desired frequency of operation. The capacitors material have low loss contacts should be made easier, and they should have the ability to withstand thermal stresses without getting cracked, because the capacitance material, it should be used for different temperature levels in their operations, and because of that, the features of that capacitance material or capacitive element used in the semiconductor material is having the following properties as per the selection of that capacitance material in the semiconductor applications will be there. The characteristics we have to be just once again reviewed, that capacitance material should have a high dielectric constant. Then they should have a pinhole free continuous layer, because in the valence band the energy gap between the two contacts it should be the higher one. So they should have a pinhole free continuous layer in between the capacitance or in between the conducting plates. They should have a low loss factor at the desired frequency of operation, because the power factor it should be consumes more energy as per the active energy it is to be conserved. So it should be have a low loss factor, so that the energy transferred from that capacitor it should be the higher one. The low loss contacts should be made easier. The contacts made making of that particular capacitance should be easier one, and they should have the ability to withstand thermal stresses without getting cracked. As per the application of high temperature levels, the material should be withstand. It should be bear the higher temperatures without getting cracked. The next important function regarding with that semiconductor material is nothing but the junction coating. The junctions are protected by using resins as the coating materials. The materials generally used for the purpose is the high purity silicon resins. The junction coating are the nothing but the protecting material where uh, generally resins of coating materials are to be used. The material generally used for the purpose of coating level is nothing but the high purity silicon resin. Out of many junction coating resins available, we will choose the two types of resins only. The first one is nothing but highly purified silicon resins. In that, these are commonly used resins because they are chemically inert and they are relatively free of inorganic functional groups which may get released from other resins. The high purified silicon resins are used where in organic functional groups are to be there and they get released from the other resins. The other type of silicon resistance are nothing but the silicon modified polyester resins. Silicon modified polyester resins. These resins commonly used on germanium devices in order to improve the physical strength of the conductor bond to the germanium surface. It is only used in the germanium devices to improve the physical strength of the material. The qualities or precautions of the resins are: the resins should have very high degree of purity in order to minimize the surface leakage and reverse current leakage. The resins which are used for materials, it should be having the high degree of purity in order to minimize the surface leakage and the reverse current leakage in the material. For dilution of resins, we should only use the electronic grade xylene or xylo. For dilution of that purity of resins, we use the electronic grade, that is xylene or xylo, in that pure resin material. The process of curing should be carried out in the clean circulation ovens. The process of curing or making of that resin should be carried out in the clean circulation ovens. The stabilization of peak inverse voltages and increase in electrical strength both can be achieved by proper processing of resins. The stabilization of peak inverse voltage, that is reverse voltage, and increase in electrical strength These both qualities are to be improved by proper processing of the resins. The next process related with the semiconducting material is nothing but the device potting. Some grease like silicon compounds are also known as the potting compounds because they are used for potting diodes transitions in their metal cases. For the formation of a various semiconductor device, the device potting it is the procedure where potting compounds they should be attached with diodes transistors in the metal cases. The important features of these potting compounds are nothing but the first one, very thermal or very high thermal conductivity, high uh, thermal conductivity, then low moisture content and good dielectric properties. Uh, Due to the device potting, that is nothing but the semiconductor material are to be put on a particular material should be called as pots or device potting. They should be having the various properties regarding with the thermal conductivity, moisture content, then the dielectric properties also. Due to these properties, the characteristics of devices are stabilized by cushioning against high junction temperatures and against shocks. Some of the other potting materials are silicon fluids, dielectric gels, and flexible potting resins. The next process of semiconductor material is nothing but the packaging. A suitable enclosure or packaging is essential to ensure for the solid state devices. In the space or military application in which the requirements are extreme, the metal cans and glass containers can be used successfully. For the computers and entertainment applications, it is possible to use the plastic packaged devices that are mounted in silicon, phenolic, alkali, and epoxy. But the output and the life characteristics of these devices are limited by thermal stability of organic plastic. Another drawback of plastic package is that the characteristics of the device will change with time. The packaging it is nothing but the process where the semiconductor materials are put on a particular package or on a particular surface in which the computers or entertainment applications as we know in the TV sockets the back side of that TV one PCB should be there and on that PCB the different types of electronic components are mounted together to perform the various functions. The limitations of that packaging devices are they have the devices they have changed their properties as time goes on increasing level. The silicon molded compounds are useful in providing a long-term stability to devices because their characteristics such as high temperature stability, good chemical stability, very good thermal conductivity and excellent properties. In silicon molded applications or silicon molded devices, they should be having a very good stability as per the time parameter it is to be concerned due to the characteristics such as high temperature stability, good chemical stability, very good thermal conductivity and excellent properties. For some critical performance for which the inert gas or vacuum ambient is necessary, we need to use sealed metal cans or sealed glass envelopes. And according to that, the packaging of that particular semiconductor must be carried out. So this is the uh, all the parts regarding with the unit number 4, that is semiconductor material. If you have any query regarding with this unit, you can just ask them.